Developing story here on SportsCenter. Alex Rodriguez played in a simulated game today in Tampa. What he's facing, however, is a very harsh reality. OTL's TJ Quinn reporting that Rodriguez's representatives are negotiating a possible settlement that could result in a lengthy suspension. Several sources telling Outside the Lines that some MLB officials have pushed for a lifetime ban, saying they would rather force Rodriguez to defend himself than agree to a suspension that allows him to play while he appeals. For more on this story, we welcome in ESPNNewYork.com writer Andrew Marchand. And Andrew, what's the very latest?
The very latest is negotiations aren't going great between Major League Baseball and A-Rod's representatives. There seems to be a wide divide between the amount of money that A-Rod wants to make sure he still can earn based on his contract that still calls for him to reap $100 million. If he's suspended, he gets paid nothing. So that's one of the problems in terms of negotiations. The other is the length of the suspension. The Major League Baseball has threatened a lifetime ban, but at the least they want about 150 games. So A-Rod right now on his side, they don't like the deal being offered by Major League Baseball. So as of right now, he's going to continue to fight.
What do you expect is the next step here?
Well, for A-Rod, he's going to Trenton, which should be quite a scene tomorrow, where the AA Thunder are going to host Alex Rodriguez as he faces the Reading Fighting Phils. He's scheduled to be there Friday and Saturday. At any time, we could get an announcement from the commissioner's office of the suspension for the players who are allegedly involved in the biogenesis investigation. So what's next, I'd love to tell you for certain, but I can't in terms of when MLB is going to make their announcement, when possibly A-Rod and his lawyers come to a settlement with MLB. But as of right now, what we know is at least scheduled is for A-Rod to be in Trenton tomorrow, which should be a media zoo.
From a monetary standpoint, how does this affect the Yankees going forward?
Well, if he were suspended, it helps them a lot. I mean, A-Rod is a 38-year-old coming off 2 hip surgeries who struggled last year in October. He's not the same player that he once was, has a cloud of controversy surrounding him. And so on the field, he's not as productive, or he figures not to be as productive as he once was. So if they could get out of some, if not all, of the remaining $100 million left on his contract, it would help them because their goal next year is to get under $189 million in terms of salaries, which they could take advantage of the CBA and have their saving in terms of their taxes on the salaries that they spend rolled back from 50% to 17%. And so if A-Rod's money were to come off the books, it would help them in that goal tremendously.